Namaskar, good morning. Good morning to everybody. I'm sure many of you are not happy why I'm relaying all this every day. Well, I have no answer to that. It's your choice. You feel happy or don't feel happy. It doesn't matter. If you are not happy, really it is very sad that you people are not interested and think that I am wasting your time. I'm not wasting your time. It's your choice whether or not you take interest in this. And I'm no one to speak anything about that. But I'm doing my job as citizen of this country, which I think should be done. I'm doing without any personal interest, without any personal choice. I'm just doing. I think that's my duty as a citizen of this country. So I have time at morning, early morning, so I do early morning. Because early morning there's no problem in signals and it's peaceful environment and temperature is also low early morning and I don't use air conditioning because of so many reasons. So you may feel bad or good, that's something else. But I am doing it for my country. And some of you, if you are not interested with this, I cannot comment on that. It's your choice, just like it's my choice. I intend to do it for nation, for public, and I am doing that. And I shall keep it doing not only on this subject of constitution but also on technical subjects, on management subjects. I have been doing already. I did for management, for skill development, and I'll do for safety also in future. But I'm just doing for Constitution of India because, to my understanding, Constitution of India is very important to be understood. And those citizens who do not want to understand Constitution of India, there's no answer to that. There's no answer to that. Means it is yours, it's for you. It's not for England, it's not for American people, it's for us. And if you cannot understand this, and particularly to that generation which is new one, those youth and adolescent people who are just in age between 15 and 30 or 35, is particularly for those who are absolutely unaware about this, it's for them. I just want to get them awareness about this, that they should be aware that there is something like that. Because I've talked to many people and they don't know about this. Many persons, many boys and girls, youths, students of universities and all that. Those who are even doing MBA and they don't know about this. So question is very different. It's not that I'm doing all this. I just want that whatever I was not taught in my life, in my that stage of age when I was young or I was a little elder, I didn't know about this, but people should know. If my poor father made a mistake, my teachers made a mistake, it doesn't mean we should make mistakes. Somebody even ask a question. Now, why? How can I know Constitution of India? How should I know when it's not taught in my syllabus? It's not necessary. It should be part of syllabus. How do you know that? How can you say that? Everything cannot be part of your school syllabus. And if you think it's a part of school syllabus, you take it as it is homework. Why do you want to depend upon teacher, upon professor, that they should explain to you about this, they should teach you, because syllabus is fixed for a few years. And you have once you pass examinations, you passed school, you graduate school or graduate university, then you are adequately equipped with your mind at once. And important thing is and significant is mind should work. It's not that you must have a certification. Certificate is one thing. You just claims that you have passed that, but you have to prove by working that you are. So once you understand this, you can open yourself, because constitution is not any technical subject. It is not engineering subject and no medical subject. It is common subject. It's in Hindi or in English or whatever language you have, you can do that. Nobody stops you from that. Just take half an hour, 1 hour per week or per day, or as you means how much time you can spare. Just like you read newspaper, just like go for movie, just like you do so many things which are not taught in your school. Same thing applies to this. You may not agree with me, but fact remains that you have to teach self. Everything can't be taught by teachers, by schools, by universities. You take yourself. These books are available. You cannot buy books. You don't have money for that. Internet. Everybody is using internet. Why you use internet forward just to watch movies or just to watch videos or blue or something like that? Don't you can spend time on Constitution in your own language and read it. I am also downloading everything from internet. I'm not buying books for that. So you can make use of computer, you can make use of your own time. If you want to, it's up to you, your personal intention. If your intention is not to learn, I can't help it. If your intention is to learn, just like you learn many other topics in your life in extracurricular curriculum, you can learn this also. It's a very important document. If you don't know about your post, again I'm stressing in every talk, I'm stressing this is very important. You have to know your identity. You have to understand to which country you belong. You have to understand to which law you belong to, which what applies onto you. This is your job to understand before doing anything else, before passing an examination, before understanding. You have to understand what you are. It's your personal life, it's a private life, it's a public life, and everywhere where you go, you imposed upon by provisions of constitution and relevant laws. And if you don't understand that, nobody can answer you. It's your, you can say, moral duty. It's your required duty to know about this, because this is our constitution. We did this. It's not that it came from skies or it came somewhere else. It's alien. No, it's not that. So I'm just talking to you that just to inspire you. Please, for God's sake, for your own sake, for family's sake, for nation's sake, try to know constitution of this country, which is very significant for your life, because it impacts upon you in each and every affair of your life, of your field. Whether you stay in Bharat or you stay overseas, it doesn't make a difference. You are a voter of this country, and you are honor of this country. You have to understand what are your rights and what are your duties, and that is very important. Duties and rights are given everywhere in constitution. Preambles are described, it are noted. Similarly, there are fundamental duties which are enumerated in our constitution. You have to read that. Each time I repeat that, and again I repeat just for few minutes, so that you are not confused. So maybe I'm sure that people are not used to, they're not used to reading. They hate reading. I don't know why they hate reading, but they should not hate reading. So let us say just for 2 minutes I'll speak about preamble of constitution. Yeah, if you don't mind, if you don't mind, no problem. But if you mind, don't listen to me. Please keep your computer off and sleep. If you want to sleep, no problem. It's up to you. It's your country. If you want to keep this country sleeping, keep sleeping. So I'm just referring to the people of Bharat, India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India, Bharat, into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic, and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring dignity of individual and unity and integrity of nation. In our Constituent Assembly, 26th day November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this constitution. Its Hindi translation is, हम भारत के लोग ये निष्ठा से, संपूर्ण निष्ठा से ये फैसला करते हैं, ये सॉल्यूशन देते हैं, हल निकालते हैं कि हम भारत को गठित करेंगे एक एक प्रभु सत्ता देश में, एक सामाजिकवाद के देश में, एक पंथ निरपेक्ष देश में, एक लोकतांत्रिक देश में, एक गणतांत्रिक देश में, और अपने सारे नागरिकों को ये हम श्योरिटी देते हैं, ये विश्वास देते हैं कि उनको जस्टिस मिलेगी समाज में, अर्थशास्त्र में और राजनीति में। उनको स्वतंत्रता होगी सोचने की और अपने आप को लिखने की, बोलने की, उनके विश्वास की, उनके फेथ की और उनकी पूजा की पद्धति की, और उनकी बराबरी होगी उनके पदों में, और उनको अवसर मिलेंगे हर काम में। और इस सब को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए, उन्नति के लिए हम सब चाहते हैं भाईचारा हो देश के अंदर सभी लोगों में, देश की एकता रखने के लिए और देश को एक साथ चलाने देने के लिए, एक साथ गठित रहने के लिए। ये 26 नवंबर 1949 को हम इस बात को स्वीकार करते हैं, इसको कानूनी रूप देते हैं और इसको हम अपने आप को समर्पित करते हैं। यह है भारत का संविधान का प्रियम्बल। और अगर आप जाएंगे आर्टिकल 51A में, 51 फंडामेंटल ड्यूटीज है, मूल कर्तव्य क्या है हम लोगों के, इसमें ये कहता है कि अबाइड बाय कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन एंड रिस्पेक्ट इट्स आइडियल्स एंड इंस्टीट्यूशंस, नेशनल फ्लैग एंड नेशनल एंथम। हम संविधान को मानते हैं, हम इसकी इज्जत करते हैं, इसके आइडियल्स की जो भी इसके अंदर प्रिंसिपल छुपे, सिद्धांत छुपे हैं, और जो भी संस्थाएं हमारे साथ हैं हम उनको बाकायदा उनको रिकॉग्नाइज करते हैं, उनकी बातों को मानेंगे। राष्ट्रीय झंडे के हम सलाम करेंगे, उसकी इज्जत करेंगे, नेशनल एंथम हम गाएंगे, उसकी इज्जत करेंगे। टू चेरिश एंड फॉलो नोबल आइडियल्स विच इंस्पायर्ड आवर नेशनल स्ट्रगल फॉर फ्रीडम। हम उन सभी आइडियाज को, उन सभी चीज़ों को, कल्पनाओं को जो हमारे नोबल नहीं थी, हमारे स्वतंत्र सेनानियों ने जो सोचा था कि देश कैसा होना चाहिए, हम उस संघर्ष के जो भी कहा गया जिसके पिछले संघर्ष था, हम उसको आगे चलाएंगे, उसके साथ साथ उसको फॉलो करेंगे, उसको छोड़ेंगे नहीं। और टू अपहोल्ड एंड प्रोटेक्ट सॉवरेनिटी, यूनिटी एंड इंटीग्रिटी ऑफ इंडिया, हम सीधा रखते हैं भारत की प्रभुसत्ता संपन्न होने को, इसकी रक्षा करेंगे, इसकी एकता रखेंगे और देश को एक साथ रखेंगे। टू डिफेंड कंट्री एंड रेंडर नेशनल सर्विस व्हेन कॉल्ड अपॉन सो डू सो, हम देश की रक्षा करेंगे और जब भी आवश्यकता होगी हमें बुलाया जाएगा, हमें कहा जाएगा कि हम जाके देश की रक्षा करेंगे और हम राष्ट्रीय सेवा देंगे। टू प्रोवाइड हार्मनी एंड स्पिरिट ऑफ ब्रदरहुड amongst all people of India, transcending religious, linguistic, and regional or sectional diversity, and renounce practice derogatory to dignity of women। और हम राष्ट्र की एकता रखेंगे, शांति से रहेंगे, ब्रदरहुड भाईचारा कायम करेंगे सारे लोगों के अंदर, चाहे धर्म को दूर रखे, भाषा को छोड़ के, हर क्षेत्र या सेक्शनल डाइवर्सिटी को छोड़ने के अलावा उसके सब बाहर होकर, उससे भी उनको क्रॉस करके भी हम सब एक साथ रहने की कोशिश करेंगे। और कोई भी अगर कोई महिला के बारे में कुछ गलत बात करते हैं तो उसको हम रोकेंगे, उसकी बेइज्जती करेंगे, उसको कंडम करेंगे। टू वैल्यू एंड प्रेजेंट रिच हेरिटेज ऑफ आवर कल्चर, हमारे देश की जो भी अच्छी संस्कृति है, एक बहुत शुद्ध संस्कृति है, अच्छी आगे वाली संस्कृति, उसकी हम वैल्यू देंगे, उसको आगे बढ़ाएंगे। टू प्रोटेक्ट एंड इम्प्रूवमेंट, protect and improve natural environment including forests, lakes, rivers and wildlife, and to have compassion for living creatures, हम रक्षा करेंगे, बनाएंगे, बचाएंगे, सुधार करेंगे हमारे वातावरण में, और जिसमें जंगल आते हैं, झील आती हैं, नदियाँ आती हैं, जंगली लाइफ आती है, और ऐसे पशु पक्षी जानवर जीव सबके हम कंपेशन करेंगे, उनकी हत्याएं नहीं करेंगे, उनको जीने देंगे, उनको जीने देंगे, जीने का उनको। तो डेवलप साइंटिफिक टेम्पर और ह्यूमनिज्म एंड स्पिरिट ऑफ इंक्वायरी एंड रिफॉर्म, विज्ञान की शांति, विज्ञान को आगे बढ़ाएंगे, उसको उसके बिना आगे नहीं चलेंगे, उसका विकास करेंगे और जो भी उसमें जरूरत है उसको पूरा करेंगे, सुधार करेंगे। टू सेफ गार्ड पब्लिक प्रॉपर्टी एंड टू एंश्योर वायलेंस, और जो भी सार्वजनिक संपदा है उसकी हम रक्षा करेंगे, और कोई भी हम झगड़े नहीं होने देंगे, कोई भी अहिंसा नहीं होने देंगे, हिंसा नहीं होने देंगे, सॉरी हिंसा। टू स्ट्राइव टुवर्ड्स एक्सेलेंस इन ऑल स्फीयर्स ऑफ इंडिविजुअल्स, हर व्यक्ति इंडिविजुअल्स, हम हर व्यक्ति को चाहेंगे कि आगे से आगे बढ़े, एक्सेलेंस में जाए, एक्सपर्टीज में जाए, और जो भी एक साथ एक्टिविटी होती है उसमें भी ऐसा ही हो, अलग अलग भी हो, जिससे कि राष्ट्रीय नेशन राष्ट्रीय ऊंचाइयों पर जाए, अपनी मेहनत से, अपने एफर्ट से, और अपने सब जो किया सोचा उनको प्राप्त करे। और बच्चों को 6 से 14 साल तक की शिक्षा के लिए आवश्यकता बनाएंगे। पेरेंट और गार्जियन प्रोवाइड अपॉर्चुनिटीज फॉर एजुकेशन टू चाइल्ड, और केस में भी, और वार्ड 6 and 14 ईयर्स। तो भाई ये है हमारे देश के जो सिद्धांत हैं, हमारे जो कर्म है, कर्तव्य है जो हमें करने चाहिए, इनको हम समझें। हमको जब तक समझेंगे नहीं, हमको समझ नहीं आएगा, हम खेल नहीं बना सकते इस चीज़ का, और खेल बनाना नहीं चाहिए। आजकल खेल ही तो बन रहा है हर बात में। सवाल ये नहीं है कि आजकल क्या हो रहा है, सवाल ये है कि आजकल होने क्यों दिया जा रहा है। हमारा समाज, हमारा देश, हमारे युवा, हमारे लोग सो क्यों हैं, आखिर क्यों सो जाते हैं हमको आज़ादी मिली, बहुत पुराना समय नहीं है, 70 साल 72 साल पहले की तो बात है, ठीक है। हम उस समय नहीं थे, हम पैदा नहीं थे, हम उसको नहीं जानते हमारे टाइम में क्या हुआ था, हम दुनिया में नहीं थे, और जो थे उन्होंने बहुत कुछ सहा होगा। हमारे माँ बाप को, उन्हें उस टाइम वो बच्चे रहे होंगे, उनके माँ बाप उस टाइम वो जवान रहे होंगे, उन्होंने कितना कुछ सहा होगा, हम इस बात की कल्पना नहीं कर सकते, क्योंकि हमको पूरी सूचना हमारे को ट्रांसफर नहीं हुई है। हम नहीं जानते कि उस तरह कैसे रहा होगा, कैसे खाते होंगे, कैसे पीते होंगे, क्या करते होंगे। लेकिन हम आज का भी नहीं समझते हैं, हम बैठे बैठाई चीज़ मिल गई, हम उसकी इज्जत नहीं करेंगे, उसकी वैल्यू नहीं देंगे। जब तक चीज़ हाथ में होती है उसकी वैल्यू होती भी नहीं है, और जब हाथ से चली जाती है तो आदमी सोचता है कहाँ चलेगी, मेरे बहुत काम आती थी, क्योंकि जाने के बाद ही इंसान का एक इस चीज़ का वैल्यू पता लगती है। इसीलिए आज हम समझना चाहिए, वी शुड अंडरस्टैंड टुडे, we should understand today what are facts and what's the requirement in our life. If we understand today, we will rectify mistakes and we will take care in future. That is very important, because our forefathers, we can say, bore all atrocities from foreigners. Our forefathers, what they bore, we cannot even conceive. Maybe they will transfer by communication to us. Maybe there was a lapse in communication and we didn't even talk to them, and they didn't tell us. because they always thought they are kids and they cannot understand all this. But fact remains different, that we miss something. And today what's happening is not unbecoming or becoming. I don't know what is, you can call it becoming or unbecoming, because what is happening is all negative. Positive is not happening. We are of course a country, but this country is on verge of something else. Means we are, the government is different, we are different, people are different, everybody is different. In fact, you can say society is sleeping, society's blood is cold. We are a cold-blooded people now. We don't have any, our tongues are not working, our minds are not working, our brain is not working, our voice is not working, our spirit is not, nothing in ours working. And particularly I hope that this is duty of youth and young to raise voice against the injustice, but they are also not doing that. They are sleeping, everybody is sleeping, and I usually name our country society as sleeping society, a non-serious society. Because sleeping society means not people who sleep by closing eyes and taking physical rest. Sleeping means sleeping from mind, sleeping from conscious. What is happening there? We don't want to check that. Why it's happening? We cannot discuss, we cannot debate, we don't know raise anything. There are two types of people. One type of people are those who support government, and other type of people who don't support government. And one type of people are there that they don't want to do anything, they just want to live just like animals are living. So I'm concerned with those people. Either they support government or they don't support government. Question is not this. Question is supporting or not supporting is not an issue here. So we have to support government. Of course, there is a government only by our support. If there has been no support, there will be no government as such. But question is, government should be in favor of public, for betterment of public in future. But is the government doing that? That's a question to be checked. There's a criteria to be checked, to be confirmed that they are doing for public requirement. But are they doing that? That's a question. That's why I'm talking every day, that you should analyze, you should understand what I'm talking. Maybe I'm wasting your time. I'm sorry for that. You feel so. You can feel so. Don't listen to me and don't view my video. If you feel that I'm wasting your time, I'm just wasting my time as well. You think I'm not sleeping. Yes, I'm not sleeping. You are right, because sleeping is no solution. Solution remaining awake. Well, sometimes there's a reason that I talk early morning. The early morning signals are good and there's no disturbance. Very few people are using this internet early morning, and it's a peaceful environment. And I get up early morning, of course, it's my habit. So I don't mind that if I spend few hours for community or nation. And if you mind that, to please sleep, no problem. Don't listen to me. Don't. And I don't mind if people don't watch me, because I'm doing my duty, which I consider is right. And before leaving Earth, if I can do something for this country, I can do something. I pass my information to you, and if it's beneficial to you, I'll be successful. And if it's not beneficial, no issue. I don't mind that. It's your choice. You're your judge. You're your master. You have absolute right. Whatever you think. You think I'm wasting your time, please excuse me for that. I'm not going to waste your time, and don't listen to me. Just don't even look at me in that case. I don't mind that, because I'm a practical man, and I just want to transfer something which my mind says. And if your mind is indifferent of me, and you may be someone, you may be in a position to what I understand. I have disputes with many people, but I don't know why that dispute they talk of. Many people write against me, and let them write, because it's country like that, means I cannot stop that. Even big things are happening now. You can say what's happening in JNK, what's happening in Nagaland. This is a very big issue. And yesterday I got a call from Libya, where some Arabic guy who just interacted with me on telephones, mobile, and he's asking a message, and then he asked me by telephone. And so, is India okay? There's a question. Is India okay? Are you okay? I mean, what do you mean? India is very fine. There's no problem at all. No. Against the 2-3 times asked, is everything is okay? I asked him, you tell me what's happening between your Haftar and Seraj. East and West, they are fighting. One is in Seraj, one is Haftar. Why they are fighting? I just diverted issue. I don't give a chance to raise this question, because the Kashmir issue is being discussed for all over the world, Arab world, and Middle East, and all that. They're talking about Kashmir means, if something happens, it goes by multiplying power, it goes in exposing other countries. So it's raining outside, thunderstorm outside, but you don't know. Maybe I get signals off within a few seconds or few minutes. Look, it's heavy rolling sound of clouds you see outside raining now. Well, I just close it if it doesn't work, but still signals are there, so I'm just talking to you. There's no electricity, nothing. It's very thunderstorm outside, so I have to close this maybe. Well, I'm just saying that situation is not very good now. And situation has gone to an extent that even Supreme Court is not working according to what it should work. And government of India, we know, and people are getting day by day up in opposition to what has happened. and Pakistan is feeling very happy internally. They are saying that they are not, but internally they are happy because they have got benefit of this. Pakistan's work has been made easy by this government because they always used to blame that there is violation of human rights in JNK, but now it is no need to speak that because already it is proven all over the world that we clamp down whole city or whole Kashmir, and we are not allowing them move here and there on streets and do business, and they are like imprisonment in houses. They are, you can say, they are what you call Najerband. They are house arrested in house, and they are not free. They have their rights of freedom, fundamental rights allowed by constitution are snatched, are no more with them, and they have started feeling that this country, Bharat, does not belong to them. It's now, till now they used to say, but now they have to reach certain decisions, and I am afraid that those people who were not in favor of separation of JNK, those good people may now change their mind because we have done like that. And it is unfortunate that this government led by EVM PM Modi has caused this problem. Now, all JNK people, I'm not talking of Jammu actually, Kashmir people, all Kashmir people shall change their mind, of course, because they have got a degree of hate now, and they understand to what extent our people can go, and they don't like it. And unfortunately, it happened because this should not happen at this stage. If you just see back this, only issue is the constitution of Bharat doesn't apply to Jammu and Kashmir. This is only in saying. If you see CO 48, that is Constitutional Order 48, which was issued in 1954, that was 48 number CO order. Just think of this, what I'm talking. I'm talking CO, Constitutional Order 48, 1954. This was from 1947, or say 1948 to 1954. In 6 years travel, all articles about, you can say, 2 or 3 part of constitution, you may say 260 articles of constitution were signed by Kashmiri people, that they accepted them. We have to, with this information was not clearly available to me till now, but now news have come in and there have been disclosures that 260 Constitution of India articles were applicable to the state of Jammu and Kashmir. I don't understand whether 395 articles in total, let us say 395 total for out of 395 minus 260, it's very, very small figure, not 1/3. If there's 1/3 articles are not applicable, and that could be made by talking or by conversation or by seminar or something like that, these people could be made, these people could be made to accept that. But this, instead of doing that, we impacted upon them, we hammered their head, and we said, okay, we remove 370. Oh, when suppose all constitution articles they accepted, what was meaning of 370 in that case? There's no meaning, it's just a hollow, and one third it concerns only 1/3 power now, 2/3 is already hollow. So why we do not do like mature person, like mature society? Why we did like this? Why Modi did like this? It is unclear, because maybe Modi was not clear about this. Nobody informed him for the status. Something happens or something is factual which comes out only after something bad has been done. So what he has done something which he should not have done. By passage of time, in a couple of years, this could come automatically to this stage. So at least you should save your image. The whole world thinks that India, Bharat, is a country that can capture 1 crore people inside homes. Those innocent people who are poor, who are kids, who are women, who are seniors, who are old, who are everyone, and they are in jail. That jail is no jail, house jails. These people cannot do business, they cannot eat, they are living in curfew, and this is very, very bad consideration. On one side you are doing this, on the other side you are giving freedom to a state which is Nagaland. They are having separate flag, they have no constitution, they have separate passport. Why this disparity is going on? Every time you have to think like that. But youth of our country are sleeping, unfortunately. They say you do whatever you want to do, don't tell us. They say, don't ask us anything, just you do whatever you want and we will accept that. That's not it. That's not question. That's not right. You cannot say that, just accept that. It's your country. It's your constitution. People in the world watch you, what you're doing. I was surprised when I got a call from that man. He's a civil engineer in Libya, and he just seeks my consultancy free of cost. Sometimes he doesn't pay anything, but he just asked me this, and just in the call phone I was surprised. I was asking. I said, very fine, we can, no problem at all. Why should I tell him what's happening? Like, if he knows, it's fine. He knows it. Then he uses this particular question. It's not a particular question. India is fine. Nothing happening. India is just a part of Kashmir. Only something is happening, and that's not. It's just political, and just because some destiny of BJP, and BJP wants to create some fiction in society, and they just want to say that, see, we have applied atrocities to Muslims, and Hindus should feel happy. That could be strategy of that country. But well, that is altogether different, because this strategy is very harmful, and in long term, if you say, they shall give nothing to us, and we'll lose Kashmir. In fact, it's going to happen soon, because as much as you suppress them, so much so there should be repulsion from them people. They shall, morally and mentally, they will move away from us, and once they start moving away from us, there is no solution. There is no doctor who can inject into them so that they stay with us. That's not possible. But constitution is constitution, government is government, public is public. This government has done some mistake by misunderstanding, misinterpretation of state, and they thought that people shall accept everything. But it's not going like. They forgot that these people in Kashmir have been struggling for decades to get freedom. It's not from today. It's since 1930 that we were pre-independence, and they never wanted to come to our country, but they came to do whatever reason. Congress thanks, Nehru thanks to them, thanks to Patel, thanks to Congress, thanks to Nehru, and thanks to all those who were involved. So Jammu came to us. Jammu Kashmir came to us. That is sense. We got it. We got it. Of course, we claim that it is ours. Yes, it is ours. It is our integral part. We can say, we can assume that there's harm in as you pass a Lok Sabha resolution, and also Pakistan passes their resolution, and passing a resolution considering the mine, okay, it's your you, but keep handle. Why don't you handle it properly? If you are a baby, you think Kashmir is your baby, Jammu is your baby, handle it properly, but you mishandled it. You just always, they thought against Kashmir since 1947. They used to talk against, still they are talking against that. Who are you? Who are you? Are you king of this country, BJP? Is Modi king of this country? He can do whatever he wants? No. He is like me and you. Okay, he has come to a position of prime minister. That's temporary position for 5 years. He can be re-elected, of course, he can be re-elected by MPs, but it's not permanent. One Supreme Court said that Article 370 is permanent. You see history. It was written temporary still now, but court had adjudicated the case law that this provision 370 is not permanent according to its nature. It's not temporary according to nature, but permanent. It justified a speech in decision. I don't have that copy, but this is what is heard, and that's a fact, because the highest criteria people cannot lie like that. So if Supreme Court always said that it's a permanent one, so what right you have got to eliminate it, reject it? You have the right to reject it without justification. You have to try to talk to people, you have to try to talk to opposition, you have to talk to all society's section, but you did nothing, and you do not you did not do anything in this account. Why? What type of society we are developing now? What type of society we have become? We have to understand that. This is a big constitution, 395 articles are there, many schedules are there, and I talked to you about 1 to 6 schedules now. I don't have 7th, and of course I talked in the past also about 7th schedule, 8th schedule, because these are very important. If you see in constitution of schedules, you can say that it is, say, for example, I'm talking about this is all that. No, I'm talking about this schedule. Yes, this is a union list, for example. It is 7th schedule. This is a union list, which says that there are many provisions in that. A union list means a list which tells us that government of India, or you can say Parliament, central Parliament, which says that Parliament of India can enact laws regarding to these entries, which means these subjects which are in this union list. And there's another list which is called a state list, which says that all states in this country can make laws relevant to entries made in that state list. And then there's a concurrent list which says that either Parliament or state both can make laws in relation to those entries in that subject. It's clearly there. And I have heard that it was applicable to the state of Jammu and Kashmir according to CF 48. Then what's left? If 260 articles out of 395 articles in Constitution were applicable to the state of Jammu and Kashmir, why were you in a hurry to do this then? What you wanted? You just wanted that Constitution of country should apply to them. So 66% of Constitution was already applied in 1954. It's not today. CO48 is 1954. This means from year 1948 to 1954. This is a 6-7 years period. In this period, Congress did well that out of total 395 articles, 200 sections were discussed with these people. They were conferred, and these people signed their consent that okay, we can use these articles for us. So gradually, maybe 130 articles were left due to some reason. I don't know what reason. The judiciary could be there. Supreme Court is also applicable. They means Supreme Court was not there when they came to us. Supreme Court was added to this option. The Supreme Court can also pass decision to them. This Supreme Court jurisdiction applies on J&K. Now, what do you want? What achievement you have made by scrapping Article 370 and CO48 sub-article 35A? What achievements have you got? You cannot answer that. You just say that we did this. We integrated Jammu and Kashmir to our country. Jammu and Kashmir was previously also integrated. There's nothing different. Only difference is that you have caused a panic among people. You have caused the people to think why we stay in this country. Till now they were not thinking that. Only terrorists were thinking that. People in common did not support terrorists. They did nothing. Maybe 5% people supported terrorists, not all. But now you have clamped them down in jail, all 100% people of that state, Kashmir. What for? What for? Did you decide what is your destiny? What is your aim? You just wanted to do this because you are interested in that. You were happy with that. So you did it. Not for something positive, but for something useless. You yourself don't know what you have done. You have not studied constitutional documents. You have not studied from what time to what time what happened. You did not study what you have now said. You didn't study what we think. You didn't study, but just you wanted to do something and you did it. You did it because of your choice. You did not do it because of requirement. You could do it different way. You could call those people and do it after consulting with them. But you did not think that. And that's caused a problem now. So I'm really surprised that whole world, particularly Arab world or Islamic world, which is in Africa or in North Africa or in Middle East, or they are in Gulf GCC, or they are wherever they are. China rejected this. China has nothing to do with this, but they will reject this scrapping of the 370 because China wants to support Pakistan. And that's only on the reason that they are against us in this manner, in this to an extent this issue is concerned. So why you did this, you have to explain that. And Supreme Court is not considering cases. Unfortunately, Supreme Court, which is considered temple of this country for each and every citizen, this is not acting according to requirement. Supreme Court is supposed to protect rights of people, but now they say, oh, go to registry. This is on agenda. 1 crore people are in jail. They are in lockup, and you are saying nothing is happening. Let government get more time. So you want to say Supreme Court that government should allow them to stay in lockup for more days or weeks. This means you are not concerned about people of this country. You are not concerned about human rights. You are only concerned by Modi. What Modi says, that's right for you as well. So you have no more support in that case. We cannot consider it impartial. Means you are under pressure of government, or you don't want to resist government. You are still with government when government has done some crime. This is a crime to arrest people. Without any warrant, without any crime, you have arrested them. So what to say? This means Supreme Court is also with government. It's very bad. It's not interest of nation. That's the problem here. People don't understand what we हम नहीं चाहते, हम सोच नहीं सकते, हम क्या सोचते हैं क्या नहीं सोचते, हम चाहते हैं होने दो जो हो रहा है, सोते रहेंगे, कुछ नहीं करेंगे, जब कुछ हो जाएगा तो देखा जाएगा, बाद में कह देंगे सरकार खराब है, देश खराब है, ये खराब है, वो खराब है. हम कुछ नहीं करेंगे, कुछ सोचेंगे नहीं, सोचना आवश्यक नहीं हमारे लिए. क्योंकि क्या करेंगे सोच के एक ने यहाँ तक कह दिया भाई दिमाग की दही हो रही है. अरे यार दिमाग की दही हो दूध हो, मुझे क्या फर्क पड़ने वाला है. आपको देखना है देखो, नहीं देखना मत देखो. आप देखेंगे तो मेरे लिए नहीं देखेंगे, मेरी बात सुनना है सुनो, नहीं सुनो. मैं तो एक देश का आदमी हूँ, जैसा मैं कर सकता हूँ, जितना मेरे पास समय है, जितनी मेरे पास थे, मैं उसके लिए आपकी सेवा करना चाहता था. आपको नहीं चाहिए तो आपकी मर्जी, कोई जबरदस्ती नहीं होती है, लेकिन मैं देश के लिए चाहता हूँ, मैं खाली आपके लिए नहीं चाहता हूँ. अगर आपको नहीं देखना मत देखो, मैं अपना काम करता रहूंगा जब तक मैं जिंदा हूँ, जब तक मेरी शक्ति, जब तक मेरे सांस में सांस है. मैं अपने अंदर जो छुपा हुआ है लोगों को देना चाहता हूँ किसी भी तरीके से, कि मेरे मरने के बाद मेरी आत्मा ही खाली लेके ना जाए. सोचते रहे मैं क्या करूंगा इसका, आत्मा ही किसी काम नहीं आने वाला, लेकिन आपके काम तो आएगा. अगर कुछ लोग मेरी बात सुनते हैं तो अच्छी बात है, मुझे इस बात की अच्छी होगी, लेकिन नहीं सुनते तो गुस्सा भी नहीं है मुझे इस बात का. क्योंकि मैं अपना काम कर रहा हूँ जैसे मुझे आता है, जैसे भगवान ने कहा है, ऊपर वाले ने कहा है, मैं कर रहा हूँ। वो अच्छा है बुरा है मैं नहीं जानता, उसका क्या रिजल्ट आएगा ये मैं भी नहीं जानता। मैं सरकार की बुराई इसलिए नहीं करता कि मैं सरकार का दुश्मन है, सरकार मेरी दुश्मन नहीं, कोई किसी का दुश्मन नहीं है। यहाँ पे सवाल ये है कि सरकार को जो करना चाहिए वो करे, सरकार देश को आगे बढ़ाए, देश के लिए काम करे, लेकिन ये ऐसा नहीं हो रहा है। सरकार सिर्फ अपने सर्वाइवल के लिए कि हमें वोट किस तरफ से मिलेंगे किस तरफ से नहीं मिलेंगे उसको देख के काम कर रही है। चाहे वो ट्रिपल तलाक का केस हो, चाहे वो ये इसी चीज़ का हो, आपका जम्मू कश्मीर का केस हो, या वो केस आपका जीएसटी का हो, या नोटबंदी का हो, या कोई भी ऐसा केस हो जिसमें ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए जैसा हो रहा है। हम बस सपोर्ट करते रहते हैं, जी मोदी को सपोर्ट करो, मोदी ने किया है। अरे मोदी को तो पता भी नहीं उसने क्या किया है, आपको शायद मालूम भी नहीं है इस चीज़ का। मोदी को तो पता भी नहीं कि मोदी ने क्या किया है। हर बात को खरीद नहीं सकते आप। जैसे वो कहता है फिलिस्तीन को अमेरिका, और अमेरिका का वो दामाद कृष्णर इसराइल का बेहाफ पे कि हम तुम्हें इतना $50 बिलियन इन्वेस्ट कर देंगे आपके राज्य में और आपकी तरक्की हो जाएगी और ये हो जाएगा और वो हो जाएगा, हम कॉरिडोर बना देंगे, हम यहाँ एयरपोर्ट बना देंगे, हम वहाँ ये बना देंगे बना देंगे। अरे आप क्या लोगों को समझते हो विश्व विकास करके आप खरीद लेंगे उनकी जमीन आपके हिस्से, जब आप वहाँ एयरपोर्ट बनाएंगे, आप वहाँ कॉरिडोर बनाएंगे, आप वहाँ कोई सिटी बनाएंगे, कुछ और बनाएंगे, तो जमीन तो आपकी चली गई ना हाथ में, तो उस देश के हाथ से तो निकल गई ना। ये इस चीज को भी समझना होता है। आप लालच दे रहे हैं उनको, क्या आपको लालच में बिक गए? आपके जो 70 साल से लड़ाई कर रहे हैं अपने अधिकारों के लिए वो बिक गए? वो क्या समझते हो आप, वो पागल हैं क्या? जिनके बच्चे मार दिए गए, जिनकी औरतों को रेप कर दिया गया, जिनको खामा पिटाई करती है इजराइल की पुलिस, वो लोग क्या आपकी बातों में आ जाएंगे? क्या आपने उनको इतना कमजोर समझा हुआ है? अरे कमजोर तो आप हैं जो आप उनके साथ राजनीतिक विश्वास नहीं ले सकते, जो फैसला नहीं कर सकते। आप क्योंकि एक पार्टी को सपोर्ट करते हैं, इजराइल को सपोर्ट करते हैं, क्योंकि आप इजराइल वाले हैं, इसलिए आप फिलिस्तीन को सपोर्ट नहीं करते। मेरे लिए इजराइल भी और जितना ही बराबर है जितना फिलिस्तीन है, तो मेरे लिए दोनों विदेशी हैं। ना मुझे फिलिस्तीन से कुछ लेना है, ना मुझे इजराइल से कुछ लेना है, ना अमेरिका से कुछ लेना है। अरे ह्यूमन को देखना है, इंसान को देखना है। इजराइल एक पैसे वाली कंट्री हो सकती है, एक साइंटिफिक कंट्री हो सकती है, सब कुछ हो सकती है, लेकिन मत भूलना काम वही फिलिस्तीन से कराती है, उनको पीटती भी है और फिलिस्तीन को मानती भी नहीं है। और यही बात अमेरिका कर रहा है, अनड्यू एडवांटेज दे रहा है इजराइल को जो नहीं मिलनी चाहिए। और हमारी सरकार की बात ही छोड़ो, क्योंकि कोई पॉलिसी नहीं है, कोई नीति नहीं है कि क्या करना है क्या नहीं कर रहा है। मैं सरकार को दोष नहीं दे रहा, वो सरकार है ही नहीं। सरकार किसे कहते हैं? जो सोचे, हर बात को समझे, पब्लिक क्या चाहती है उसको देखे, पब्लिक से बात करे, पर ऐसा नहीं हो रहा है। प्रधानमंत्री बढ़ गए सीट पे, हम सबसे हम ही हैं, सब कुछ जैसा हम करेंगे पब्लिक साथ देगी। वो सही सोचते हैं, उन्होंने पब्लिक की साइकोलॉजी को समझा है, पब्लिक के मनोविज्ञान को समझ चुका है प्रधानमंत्री। वो जानता है कि मेरी पब्लिक मेरी बात कितनी डिग्री तक मानती है, कितने परसेंट मेरी बात की जान होती है, वो उसी स्टाइल से बात को करते हैं। वैसे एक अच्छी बात है, एक अच्छी हैबिट है, लेकिन ये हर जगह नहीं चलती, ये हर जगह नहीं चलती है। आप किसी भी चीज में अच्छे हो सकते हैं, और हर इंसान हर मानव किसी ना किसी चीज में अच्छा होता ही है। तो किसी की कोई अच्छाई होती है, किसी को अच्छा लगता है बोलना, बोलना अच्छा लगता है, किसी को लिखना अच्छा लगता है, किसी को सोचना अच्छा लगता है, किसी को बातें करना अच्छा लगता है, किसी को सपने देखना अच्छा लगता है, किसी को मैथमेटिक्स अच्छा लगता है, किसी को न्यूक्लियर साइंटिस्ट बनना अच्छा लगता है, किसी को कुछ अच्छा लगता है, किसी को कुछ अच्छा लगता है। हर एक का अपना अपना है, लेकिन आत्माओं की शक्तियां सभी में हैं, हमको ये नहीं भूलना चाहिए। हम जो हैं इस समाज में जी रहे हैं तो आत्मा के वजह जी रहे हैं। मैं बात को आत्मा पे नहीं ले जा रहा हूँ, सिर्फ समझाने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ कि हमको इससे दूर नहीं भागना चाहिए। हमको ये समझना चाहिए, सरकार को भी समझना चाहिए कि पब्लिक के लिए क्या अच्छा है क्या अच्छा नहीं है। आप एक जो 70 साल से चल रहा था आपने उसको तोड़ दिया। आप क्या समझते हैं कश्मीर आपका साथ देंगे? अगर आप समझते तो आप पागल हैं, बेवकूफ हैं। आप जो देते थे वो भी नहीं देंगे। आपने नेताओं को बंद कर दिया, पब्लिक को बंद कर दिया, फिर रहा क्या? आपने रिपोर्टर्स को बंद कर दिया, आपने सबको बंद कर दिया, तो फिर किस लिए वहां है? आप क्या चाहते हैं? आप क्या क्या रूल है आपका वहां पे? आप क्या चाहते हैं? कब तक दबा लेंगे आप उनको? 2 दिन 4 दिन 1 महीना 2 महीना? क्या दुनिया वाले बोलेंगे? जो बोल रहे हैं आहिस्ता आहिस्ता, 1 हफ्ते तक कोई नहीं बोलता, उसके बाद देखना सोचो मेरे को टेलीफोन आ रहे हैं, मैं तक छोटा सा आदमी हूँ, मुझे वो आदमी जानता भी टेलीफोन कर रहा है, सारी इंटरनेट पे बात होती थी। वो इंजीनियर है, मुझसे कुछ पूछता था, मुझसे कुछ काम कराना चाहता था, इसलिए वो पूछ रहा था भाई वहाँ क्या हाल है। अरे उसको क्या इंटरेस्ट है, लेकिन जब बातें जाती हैं तो मल्टीप्लाई होकर जाती हैं। आग मिर्च लग के जाती है, उसमें तेल लग के जाता है। देखो वहां पता नहीं क्या हो गया, सारा देश को बंद कर दिया। उनको पता भी नहीं होगा कि कश्मीर नाम की कोई चीज भी है। अरे वहां इतने मुसलमान रहते हैं, उनको उन्होंने बंद कर दिया मोदी ने। ऐसी न्यूज आएगी। लीबिया है, क्या समझते हैं? कोई डिटेल समझते हैं वो? उसको तो ये नहीं मालूम, जब मैंने कहा था कि मैंने 20 साल लीबिया में, इराक में और गल्फ के जीसीसी में काम किया था, जीसीसी क्या होता है उसको बेचारे को पता नहीं है। जो जो सुना कह दिया, इसलिए सरप्राइज होता था, यार पूछे तो सही कि हमारे भारत में हो क्या रहा है। ये बातें आपकी हैं कि आप एक बात को कम्युनिकेशन किस तरह कर रहे हैं, और अगर अच्छी तरह से कम्युनिकेशन नहीं कर रहे तो जो कम्युनिकेशन ले रहे हैं वो किस तरह से ले रहे हैं। एक चीज एक जाती है और हमारे यहाँ की 3 बन जाती है, ये नेचुरल है, क्योंकि आप साइलेंट है, आप इंफॉर्मेशन फीड नहीं कर रहे हैं। यही बात अगर थोड़ी सी इंटेलिजेंट वे में करते, हमारे ईवीएम होते, तो ये बात नहीं होती। बात करते उन लोगों से, नहीं मानते तो नहीं सही, कौन सी आफत आ गई थी, आसमान टूट गया था कि हमें अभी करना था ये 5 अगस्त को, 5 अगस्त 2019 को ही होना था, ऐसा कौन सी बात थी कि इसके बाद नहीं हो सकता था। लेकिन नहीं, आप तो किसी से बात नहीं करना चाहते, आप तो बताते हैं देखो हमने ये कर दिया बस। आप ये नहीं बताते कभी कि आपने 15 लाख अकाउंट में आ गए, ये तो आपने कभी नहीं बताया। आपने ये कभी नहीं बताया कि देखिए मैंने 5 करोड़ जॉब दे दी आपको, भी आपने कभी नहीं बताया। आपने ये नहीं बताया कि मैंने 50 लाख लोगों को मकान दे दिए फ्री में, वो तो नहीं बताया आपने, कभी आपने दिए नहीं। आप वो बताते हैं जो आपको सूट करता है, क्योंकि आप कॉन्शियस माइंडेड है, आप मन की बात करते हैं, आप दिमाग की बात नहीं करते। ये आपका क्रिटिसिज्म बिल्कुल नहीं है। देखिए मैं सच बात करता हूँ, जो मैं जानता हूँ बोल रहा हूँ। आपको अच्छा लगता है ठीक है, नहीं अच्छा लगता तो कोई बात नहीं है। आप मेरे पे एक्शन लेना चाहते हैं ले लीजिए, कोई चिंता नहीं है। जेल में डालेंगे डाल दीजिए, जान से मारेंगे मार दीजिए, कुछ करना करना, मुझे कोई चिंता नहीं, मरना एक दिन मैं मर जाऊंगा, जेल में दुनिया आती मैं चले जाऊंगा। बात वो नहीं है। बात यह है कि आप ये सोचिए कि आपने क्या सही किया है। क्या विकास करना अगर कहीं का है तो उसका मतलब ऐसे करो, लोगों को बंद कर दो। शीला दीक्षित ने दिल्ली का विकास जितना किया, आप उस बारे में सोच भी नहीं सकते। आपने कभी जिंदगी भर में गुजरात में नहीं किया इतना विकास, और किसी भी राज्य में इतना विकास नहीं हुआ, यूपी में भी नहीं हुआ जो कहता है अखिलेश की मैंने बहुत विकास किया है। शीला दीक्षित ऐसे स्क्रैप से लेके गई, और उसने दिल्ली को देखो, चाहे अभी जा चुकी है दुनिया से, लेकिन सच्चाई सच्चाई रहेगी। उसने जैसा विकास यहाँ किया उसने कैसा किसी ने नहीं किया। मदन लाल खुराना ने सिर्फ बातें की थी एक समय में, और विजय कुमार मल्होत्रा ने भी सिर्फ बातें की थी, थोड़ी बहुत सड़कें बनाई थी, नालियां मिलती थी, डब्ल्यू से लगवाई थी मकानों में, जो स्लम के मकान है, इससे ज्यादा उन्होंने भी कुछ नहीं किया। लेकिन शीला दीक्षित का सेट प्लान था, चाहे उसका रीजन कुछ भी रहा हो, गेम्स रहे हो, कुछ भी रीजन रहा हो, उसने दिल्ली के मैप को इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर से भर दिया। कभी किसी ने नहीं सोचा था कि दिल्ली में 2-4 ब्रिज के अलावा, 2-4 फ्लाईओवर्स के अलावा होंगे, लेकिन फ्लाईओवर सिटी बन गई, मेट्रो सिटी बन गई। इसे कहते हैं विकास। लेकिन आपके तो बातें हो रही, बातों का विकास आपने अवश्य किया है। यू हैव डेवलप टॉक्स, यू हैव डेवलप मन की बात, यू हैव डेवलप टॉक फॉर आवर्स एंड आवर्स एंड आवर्स। You can teach history to people, you can teach to world everything. You know about science, you know about engineering, you know plastic surgery, you know everything. You know what happened in Mahabharata time, and what happened in Satya Yuga, and what happening. Everything you know except how to develop. You say development is my motto, development is my target. Where you develop? Tell me. Where have you developed? You have fighting with Kejriwal, you are fighting with non-BJP states, and you are so many BJP areas. There are also no developments. Is again I'm saying, don't take it differently. Your friend means who criticizes you. Your enemy is who says, "Hey Modi ji, Modi ji, Modi, 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 Modi." They are all your spoons, and they are very dangerous. Mirch, chili and chili. They are chilies. They'll fire you. They are petrol and fire. They'll burn you. Your enemies, your critics shall be useful to you. You should listen to them, but you're not used to listen to them, because you think you are everything. This will not work. Virtually, you have caused damage to our Bharat very badly damage. Bad damage you caused by scrapping Article 370 and by invalidating instrument of accession, because it is linked to that one. And now UNO is forcing you to talk bilaterally. They say to Pakistan, this means they say to us, because we are party there in similar agreement. So you are going to be forced to talk bilaterally, and if you don't talk bilaterally, you will invite third party, because talks have to go on. It is your resistance, it is your problematic attitude of yours and your government that we will not talk to them until terrorism is over. Terrorism is spreading all over the world. You cannot now say this is a red line, this is red light, you cannot move from here. They jump red line, they jump every line they can jump, because they are terrorists. They have more weapons, they are more trained, because they are specifically trained for that activity. So they know more how to defeat people, how to defeat government, how to cancel your plan, how to defeat your plans. They are terrorists. Most dangerous, of course. Terrorists, Naxalites, all these people. You have to think. We will discuss constitution, remaining constitution soon. No problem. And I will start another series also that's regarding HSC, which is called Health, Safety and Environment, which is very, very important for everybody because I talk about construction fields safety, which is applicable to each and every one of us. And now I'm just talking about constitution, and I've talked many chapters of that. And today I'm just talking about you can say this. Though I talked past also about this series list, you can sorry, this union list, and which I'm saying there are so many points in that. I'm just telling in brief that what is the defense of India and every part thereof, including preparation for defense and all such acts as may be conducive in times of war to its prosecution and after its determination to effective demobilization. Then number two is naval, military and air forces, any other armed force of union. Then it is deployment of any armed force of union or any other force subject to control of union or any contingent or unit thereof in any state in aid to civil powers, jurisdictions, the privileges and liabilities of members of such forces while on such depend development. Then it is delimitation of cantonment areas, local self-government in such areas, constitution and powers within such areas of cantonment, authorities and regulation of house accommodation, including control of rents in such areas. Fourth is naval, military, and air force works. Fifth is arms, firearms, ammunition, and explosives. Then atomic energy and mineral resources necessary for its production. Then industries declared by parliament by law to be necessary for purpose of defense or for prosecution of war. Then it is Central Bureau of Intelligence and Investigation. And ninth is preventive detention for reasons connected with defense, foreign affairs, or security of India. Persons are subject to such detention. 10. Foreign affairs, all matters which bring union into relation with any foreign country. Then diplomatic, consular and trade representation. And 12 is United Nations Organization. 13 is participation in international conferences, association and other bodies, and implementing decisions made there. Then entering into this 14 is entering into treaties and agreements with foreign countries and implementing treaties, agreements and conventions with foreign countries. Then there is 15 is war and peace, and 16 is foreign jurisdiction, 17 is citizenship, naturalization, aliens, 18 is extradition, and 19 is admission into immigration and expulsion from India, passports and visas. Then pilgrimages to places outside India. Then piracies and crimes committed on high seas or in air, offenses against the law of nations committed on land or high seas or in air. Then railways 22. Then highways declared by or under law made by parliament to be national highways, shipping and navigation and So next again on inland waterways declared by Parliament by law to be national waterways as regards mechanically propelled vessels, rule of road on such waterways. 25. Maritime shipping and navigation. Maritime shipping and navigation, including shipping and navigation on tidal waves, provision of education and training for mercantile, maritime, and regulation of such education and training provided by state and other ministries, agencies. Lighthouses, including lightships, beacons, and other provision for safety of shipping and accessories. This and aircraft. Lighthouses, including lightships, beacons, and other provisions for the safety of shipping and aircrafts. Then ports declared by or under law made by Parliament or existing law to be major ports, including their delimitation and constitution and powers of poor powers of port authorities. Then there is 28, which is port quarantine, including hospital connected therewith, Siemens and Maritime Hospital. 29. Airways, aircraft and air navigation, provision of aerodromes, regulation and organization and air traffic and of aerodromes, provision for aeronautical education and framing and regulation of such education and training provided by state and other agencies, carriage of passengers and goods by railway, sea or air or by national national waterways in mechanically propelled waves. Carriage of passengers and goods by railways, seas or air or by national waterways in mechanically propelled vessels, post and telegraphs, telephones, wireless broadcasting and other like forms of communications. Then 32, property of union and revenue therefrom, but as regards property situated in state, subject to legislation by state, save in so far as Parliament by law otherwise provides. 34. Courts of wards for estates of rulers of Indian state, public debt of union, then currency, coinage and legal tender, foreign exchange, foreign loans, Reserve Bank of India, post office, saving bank, then lotteries organized by government of India or government of state, trade and commerce with foreign countries, import and export across customs frontiers. The definition of custom frontiers. Then I would say getting hot, so I just stand and see it like sweating. So I can say lotteries organized by government of India on government of state, trade and commerce with foreign countries, import and export across customs, frontiers, definitions of custom frontiers, interstate trade and commerce, then incorporation, regulation and winding up of trading, corporations, including banking, insurance, and financial corporations, but not including cooperative societies, incorporation, regulation, and winding up of corporations, whether trading or not, with objects not confined to one state but not including universities. 45 is banking. 46 is bill of exchange, checks, promissory notes, and other like instruments. Again, I tell this is Schedule 7. This is Schedule 7 and Union List. 47 is insurance. 48 is stock exchange and future markets. Patents, inventions and designs, copyright, trademarks, and merchandise marks. 50 is establishment of standards of weight and measure. Then 51 is establishment of standards of quality for goods to be exported out of India or transported from one state to another. 52 is industries, control of which by union is declared by parliament by law to be expedient in public interest. 53 regulation and development of oil field and mineral oil resources, petroleum products, other liquids and substances declared by parliament by law to be dangerously inflammable. Regulation of mines and minerals, development to extent to which such regulation and development under control of union is declared by parliament by law to be expedient in public interest. Regulation of labor and safety in mines and oil field. Then 56, regulation and development of interstate rivers and reverse valleys to extent to which such regulation and development under control of union is declared by parliament by law to be expedient in public interest. Fishing and fisheries beyond territorial waters. 58 is manufacture, supply and distribution of salt by union agencies. Regulation and control of manufactures, supply and distribution of salt by other agencies. Cultivation, manufacture and sale for export of opium. Then 60 is sanctioning of cinematograph film for exhibition. Again, I'm telling you, this is Constitution of India, Schedule 7, Union List. 61 is industries, industrial disputes concerning union employees. 62 is institutions known at commencement of this Constitution as National Library, Indian Museum, Imperial War Museum, Victoria Memorial and Indian War Memorial, and any other like institution financed by Government of India, Bharat, wholly or in part, and declared by Parliament by law to be an institution of national importance. Then 63 institutions known at commencement of this constitution as Banaras Hindu University, Aligarh Muslim University and Delhi University and University established in pursuance to Article 371E. Any other institution declared by Parliament by law to be an institution of national importance. 64. Institutions for scientific or technical education financed by Government of India wholly or in part and declared by Parliament by law to be institution of national importance. 65 union agencies and institutions for A. Professional vocation or technical training, including training of police officers. B. Promotions of special studies or research, scientific or technical assistance in investigation or detection of crime. Then 66 is coordination and determination of standards in institutions for higher education or research and scientific and technical institutions. 67 ancient and historical monuments and records and archaeological sites and remains declared by or under law made by Parliament to be of national importance. 68 Survey of India Geological, Botanical, Geological and Anthropological Surveys of India-Bharat Meteorological Organizations. 69 is Census. 70 is Union Public Service, All India Services, Union Public Service Commission. 71 unions, union pensions, that is to say, pensions payable by Government of India or out of Consolidated Fund of India Bharat. Then 72 is election to Parliament, to legislatures of states and to Office of President and Vice President, Election Commission. Salaries and allowances of members of Parliament, Chairman and Deputy Chairman of Council of States, and Speaker and Deputy Speaker of House of People. And 74 powers, privileges and immunities of each House of Parliament and of members and committees of each House, enforcement of attendance of persons for giving evidence or producing documents before committees of Parliament or commissions appointed by Parliament. 75. Emoluments, allowances, privileges and rights in respect of leave of absence of President and Governors, salaries and allowances of Ministers for Union, salaries, allowances and rights in respect of leave of absence and other conditions of service of Controller Auditor General. Then 76 audit of accounts of Union and of states. Then 77 constitution, organization, jurisdiction and powers of Supreme Court, including contempt of such court and fees taken therein, persons entitled to practice before Supreme Court. Then 78 constitution and organization, including occasions of High Court, High Court, except provisions as to officers and servants of High Courts, persons entitled to practice before High Court. 79. Extension of jurisdiction of a High Court to and exclusion of jurisdiction of High Court from any union territory. 80. Extension of powers and jurisdiction of members of police force belonging to any state to any area outside that state, but not so as by to enable police of one state to exercise powers and jurisdiction on in any other outside that state without consent of government of that state in which such area is situated, extension of powers and jurisdiction of members of police force belonging to any state to railways area outside that state. 81. Interstate migration, interstate quarantine. 82. Taxes on income other than agricultural income. And 83 is duty of customs, including export duties. Then 84 is duties of excise on tobacco and other goods manufactured or produced in India, Bharat, except alcoholic liquors for human consumption, opium, Indian hemp, and other narcotic drugs and narcotics, but including medicinal, and toilet preparations containing alcohol or any substance included in subparagraph of this entry. Then 85 is corporation tax. 86 is taxes on capital value of assets exclusive of agricultural land of individual and companies, taxes on capital of companies. Then 87, estate duty in respect of property other than agricultural land. 88, duties in respect of succession to property other than agricultural land. Then 89, terminal taxes on goods or passengers carried by railway, sea or air tax, taxes on railway fares and freights. 90. Taxes other than stamp duties on transactions in stock exchange and future markets. 91. Rate of stamp duty in respect of bills of exchange, checks, promissory notes, bills of lading, letters of credit, policies or insurance, transfer of shares, and receipts. 92. Taxes on the sale or purchase of newspaper and on advertisements published therein. Then 92A, taxes on sale of purchase of goods other than newspapers where such sale or purchase takes place in course of interstate trade or commerce. 92B, taxes on consignments of goods, whether consignment to person making it or to any other person where such consignment takes place in course of interstate trade or commerce. In 92C, taxes on services. 93. Offenses against laws with respect to any of matters in this list. Then 94. Inquiries, surveys and statistics for purpose of any of matters on this list. Then 95. Jurisdiction and powers of all courts except Supreme Court with respect to any of matters at this list, admiralty jurisdiction. Then 96. Fees in respect of any of matters in this list but not including fees taken in any court. Then 97. Any other matter not enumerated in list 2 or list 3, which is state list and concurrent list, including any tax not mentioned in either of these lists. So this was union list. There are 97 entries, and these are very important entries we must know all about. And I'm just verbatim this because you will not read it, I know. At least you can listen if you are so interested. It's not a big deal. It just took maybe 10 minutes I spoke, but this is very important because member of parliament should know, people of this country should know, voters should know what is job of member of parliament Lok Sabha. If they should know that they can enact laws in this condition. Of course, officials know, everyone knows, seniors know, but question is that you must know. If you don't know this much, you have no right to be called member of parliament, and there will be so many laws under each subject in each entry. That was the purpose that we should know what parliament functions. There are two more lists. I'll take up that also. But each and every list cannot be taken simultaneously, which does not give guarantee that you understand everything. So what I am stating is that I just stood because I was speaking a little drowsy while reading due to my eyes problem. But when I talk without reading, it's better for me. And I should say that I have spent a lot of time in understanding contents of Constitution, and I actually developed it as my hobby. Whenever I find time, I have few hobbies like that. Say my hobbies, you can say one is understanding systems, that's law systems of our country, and if I have a chance for other countries as well, I concentrate on Bharat because this applies to me and to you. I try to understand law, which law applies to what. For example, whatever laws are there, Societies Act and Corporate Society Act, and I was saying Constitution of Bharat, India, and there are so many other laws. And if you develop, it's not necessarily that you become a lawyer or about your education. Your education is different one. This is general knowledge, just like we know how many countries are there in the world. We have to do nothing with that, but we should know. We should know what is UN. We are not dealing with UN directly, but we should know. Similarly, I'm also not dealing with Parliament. You are not dealing with Parliament, but we should know how they function. Because this is our job. This is our work. Means it's general knowledge. If I don't know about my country, how can I know about other country? Education means what? Does education means a certificate only? No. If you have certificate University of Delhi or University of whatever state, you think you're well, you have degree certificate, your diploma certificate, your post-graduation certificate, your master's certificate, your PhD certificate, your postdoctoral certificate. What is function of that? Don't think of hunting job only. Hunt first your mind. Mind is, you did not pay anything for your mind, remember? When you came to earth, you did not pay anything to your body, for your body, but here you are using that. You are not giving higher charges, so it's not even higher on fire. It's your property. You are using it free of cost. You may not imagine. You are using mind, you are using eyes, you are using nose, you are using every part of body. You are using nature. Are you paying something for that? But you are forced to do that. If you don't use mind, if you don't get up in the morning and eat, you cannot survive. That's why I'm saying that don't be alien to your country. Don't be alien to your systems. Systems are there. We made these systems, nobody else. So we have to understand these systems. And we can understand only we have certain will, W-I-L-L, not wish. It's your will. Nobody can stop you from learning. Additional learning, you can say. It's not basic learning. Of course, basic learning you learned in university. You will be engineer, you will be doctor, you will be arts graduate, you will be postgraduate, you may be MBA, you may be whatever you are. That's your choice, your question. That's your career foundation. But parallel to career, there's another career. This is called running career. You can say GK, general knowledge career. You can say smart career. You can say that. Because once you are in job and you talk only of job and nothing else, and you don't understand, you will be failure because interaction is a must. Inter-knowledge is a must. If you are dealing with clients, if you are dealing with contractors, if you are dealing with your own, so you are dealing with shopkeepers, you are dealing with others, you are dealing with your company, your management. Everybody is to that level where you have to interact with them. And when you have to interact with them, you will talk something in general while sitting or talking something. What is the block constitution? You don't know anything. Oh, I heard that. I don't know what's that. Then your impression will be negative. Maybe your boss also doesn't know, but he expects you know this. Maybe he doesn't know anything about that, but he expects you know this because you are subordinate and you should have information. It's up to you how grab this information. Do you take this by spending money on books and reading it, or you are already spending money on internet, and on internet you can read this. You can download this file and you can keep that in your computer. No, we are not having that high degree of respect that we have to understand what we are doing. We are just sleeping and sleeping and sleeping. No seriousness. Oh, they will take care. No problem. No problem. Sleep. Sleep. I'm not losing anything. याद रखना, जिंदगी जीने के लिए जागना पड़ता है, सोना नहीं पड़ता है. तो सो गए वो सो गए, दिमाग से सो गए, शरीर से सो गए, आत्मा से सो गए, आंखों से सो गए. सोने के बाद आप मरे के बराबर होते हैं. और जब जितना ज्यादा सोएंगे उतनी ज्यादा नींद आएगी, याद रख लेना. नींद का और सोने का बहुत अच्छा रिश्ता है. आप जितना ज्यादा सोते जाएंगे आपका माइंड उतना कम होता जाएगा, आपका शरीर उतना हल्का होता जाएगा. उतना खाने को आप ज्यादा मांगे कि सोते वक्त खाना जल्दी हजम होता है. आप खाने का खर्चा बढ़ाएंगे, आपका दिमाग डल होगा कि आप ज़्यादा सोते हैं, आपका माइंड की शार्पनेस कम होगी. कुछ लोग मैंने देखा है, बड़े बड़े पढ़े लिखे लोग 10-10 घंटे सो जाते हैं, 12-12 घंटे सो जाते हैं. बड़े बड़े पढ़े लिखे, छोटे मोटे नहीं, बड़े बड़े डॉक्टर मैंने देखे हैं, बड़े बड़े पढ़े लिखे सोते ही रहते हैं. क्योंकि काम करके आ गए, बात खत्म हो गई, सो जाओ. और सो के तो उठेंगे नहीं कई कई घंटे. अच्छी बात है, हेल्थ के लिए अच्छा है, लेकिन हेल्थ के लिए उतना ही अच्छा है जितना जरूरी है. अगर आप कई कई घंटे ज़्यादा सोएंगे तो आप कई कई घंटे ज़्यादा सोते ही रहेंगे, जागते हुए आप सोएंगे. आप करके देख लेना, ज़्यादा सो के देख लेना, जागते हुए भी आप सोएंगे. आपका माइंड शार्प काम कम करेगा. आपका माइंड ऐसा हो जाएगा कि बात को पिकअप भी नहीं करेगा. पिकअप नहीं करेगा तो उसको सोचेगा भी नहीं. अगर आपको ऐसा माइंड बनाए तो बना लीजिए, सोते रहिए. याद रखना, जिंदगी में कोई भी चीज हो, अगर वो उतनी ही आपके पास है जितनी आवश्यकता है तो चलेगी. लेकिन अगर उससे थोड़ी सी अगर आपको कम है तो उसकी अच्छी चलेगी, क्योंकि आपको उसकी एफिशिएंसी रखनी पड़ेगी. अगर आपके पास चीजें इतनी ज्यादा हैं कि आप उसकी कदर नहीं करते, उसकी वैल्यू नहीं करते, वो भी आपकी वैल्यू नहीं करेगी. पड़ी रहेगी चीज, कोई उठा के लेगी, आप उसको पता नहीं लगेगा. कहीं यार पता नहीं ठीक ही होंगे, गिन लो कितने रखे हैं, आपको ये नहीं पता कि चोर कितने लेके गया. जब आप इतना सोते हैं तो याद रख लेना, सोना आपके लिए भी अच्छा नहीं है, आपके परिवार के लिए भी अच्छा नहीं है, आपके देश के लिए भी अच्छा नहीं है. 4 घंटे, 5 घंटे, 6 घंटे बहुत जरूरत से ज्यादा होता है अगर आप सही सो रहे हैं तो. और आपको नींद नहीं आने की बीमारी वो अलग बात है, तो आप सोएंगे ही नहीं. आप पढ़ाई करने के लिए सो ज्यादा नहीं सकते, आपको जागना पड़ता है. इसीलिए काम करने के लिए आपको सोचना पड़ता है, और सोचने के लिए आपको जागना पड़ता है. सोते रहिए, मेरा कुछ नहीं जा रहा है, जहाँ आपका रहा है. दिमाग की बत्ती बन जाएगी, दिमाग में भूस भर जाएगा। सोते रहो आप, खूब सोते रहो, खाओ पियो सो जाओ, खाओ पियो सो जाओ। यही तो सिद्धांत चल रहा है हमारे देश में। अगर ये सिद्धांत नहीं होता तो हम अच्छे होते, बहुत अच्छे होते, लेकिन नहीं, हम सोएंगे, हम सोते रहेंगे। ये हमारा धर्म है, हमारा अधिकार है, हम सोएंगे। अरे भाई सो, मुझे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, जितना मर्जी सोते रहो, याद रख लेना। सब सोते रहेंगे फिर आगे तक। फिर मत कहना मुझे ये नहीं मिला, फिर मत कहना मुझे वो नहीं मिला, क्योंकि आप लेना चाहते नहीं हैं, आप तो सोना चाहते हैं। अरे सो, जितना जरूरत है उतना सो, बाकी में सोचो नहीं, काम करो, सोचो कैसे आगे काम बढ़ाएं, क्या क्या करें। आप नहीं सोचेंगे, अरे यार मेड रख लो ना काम कर लेगी, आप हाउस बॉय रख लो ना काम कर लेगा, आप ये कराना है उसको रख लो ना, क्यों चक्कर में पड़ते हो, पैसे दे दो काम करा लो। पैसे दे दो काम कराने की मेंटेलिटी इतनी ज्यादा हो चुकी है कि किसी को वैल्यू नहीं आज की तारीख में। काम तो आपको करना पड़ेगा, बेशक किसी रखें ना रखें, आवश्यक यही। देश को बनाने के लिए आपको सोचना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि आप जहां भी जॉब करेंगे वो आपको अब्यूज कर सकता है। जिस समाज में आप रह रहे हैं, जिस सोसाइटी में रह रहे हैं, सोसाइटी को मानना तो पड़ेगा, लेकिन अपने आप को ट्रेन भी करना पड़ेगा। आप अगर सोचते नहीं हम सब ठीक चल रहा है, सब ठीक होने दो, तो आप गलतफहमी का शिकार है। सच बात तो ये, कुछ भी ठीक नहीं चल रहा है। जो थोड़ा बहुत चल रहा था वो डुबो दिया इन्होंने आके, सब डुबो दिया। खैर, मैं आपका समय ज़्यादा बर्बाद नहीं करूंगा, क्योंकि मुझे अब इसके बाद आगे दूसरी भी सीरीज शुरू करनी है, जिसको हम कहते हैं सेफ्टी मैनेजमेंट। सेफ्टी का मतलब होता है SHE, SHE का मतलब होता है सेफ्टी हेल्थ एंड एनवायरनमेंट, जो कि एक पब्लिक के लिए सीरीज है, जो कि बहुत जरूरी है। सारी पब्लिक कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन तो अलग चीज़ है, वो है सेफ्टी के लिए। चाहे आप मकान बना रहे हो, चाहे आप सड़क पर चल रहे हो, चाहे आप घर में रह रहे हो, चाहे आप कुछ भी कर रहे हो, आपको अपनी हेल्थ, सेफ्टी और एनवायरनमेंट पर ध्यान रखना चाहिए। और उसके लिए सोचा मैंने कि मेरी फील्ड इंजीनियरिंग की, तो इंजीनियरिंग के बारे में भी और उसके बारे में कुछ बातें की जाएंगी आपसे, जो मैं अभी हाल या कल एक आध दो में शुरू करने वाला हूँ, उसके ऊपर वर्क कर रहा हूँ। तो उसके बारे में हम डाल दो, वो भी एक बोरिंग सब्जेक्ट है, जिस तरह कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया, भारत का संविधान बोरिंग है। उसमें कोई एंटरटेनमेंट नहीं, कोई गाने या कोई पिक्चर है, वीडियो नहीं है, बोर है। और मैं जानता हूँ जब बोरियत होती है तो लोग देखते भी नहीं चाहते, सुनना भी नहीं चाहते, लेकिन बोरियत हो या जो भी हो, काम तो काम है, करना तो पड़ता है, आवश्यक है। जिस तरह इंग्लिश आना, इंग्लिश बोलना, इंग्लिश लिखना, इसमें आसान नहीं होता, इसके लिए एक्सपीरियंस करना पड़ता है, प्रैक्टिस करनी पड़ती है, तभी कुछ होता है। नहीं तो ये आप जाइए बच्चों से पूछ लीजिए, और 10वीं 5वीं वाले से पूछ लीजिए, और पहली दूसरी वाले से पूछ लीजिए, क्या फर्क है दोनों में, फर्क पता लग जाएगा। मैं जो आपसे बातें कर रहा हूं आपको शायद अच्छा नहीं लगेगा, लेकिन ये जरूरी है। देश आज कहाँ जा रहा है आप जानते हैं अच्छी तरह से, मुझे बताने की आवश्यकता नहीं है। आप ये भी जानते हैं कि आने वाले समय में अच्छा नहीं होने वाला है, अर्थव्यवस्था डाउन है, हम जानते हैं, कई बार मैं बता चुके हैं, आप भी बता चुके हैं। देश को मंजिल क्या है, देश को नहीं मालूम, सरकार को नहीं मालूम, पब्लिक को नहीं मालूम, सब अपने धाए धाए कर रहे हैं, किसी कुछ पता नहीं है। पता जब नहीं होता तो बहुत खतरा होता है। आपके दुश्मन इंतजार करते हैं आपको इन्फॉर्मेशन कब ना मिले, आपके अंदर कमियां क्या है वो जानते हैं, उसके बाद वो हमला करते हैं। हमले का इंतजार कीजिए, क्योंकि हमले के लिए आपने दावत दे दी है। हमला कभी भी हो सकता है, इसको कोई पूछेगा नहीं कब हुआ कैसे हुआ, लेकिन वो हो सकता है, कभी हो सकता है। उस हमले को रोकने के लिए आपने क्या किया अब तक? आप कह रही फौजें बॉर्डर पे खड़ी हैं, संभाल लेंगी। फौजें तो खड़ी हैं, संभाल लेंगी, पर आपने क्या किया? आपका क्या कंट्रीब्यूशन रहेगा उसमें? कभी आपने सोचा? पहले कभी हुआ तो आपने क्या किया, सोचा? आप नहीं सोचेंगे। आपको जानना चाहिए कि अर्थव्यवस्था तो खराब होनी ही होनी है, पहले ही खराब है और खराब होनी है। कभी भी युद्ध से हल नहीं होता। और जहां तक मैं समझता हूं, आज की सरकार वेट कर रही कब युद्ध हो, हमारा नाम हो। अपने नाम के लिए वो चाहते हैं, जैसा कि उन्होंने किया कश्मीर में, अपने नाम के लिए किया। वो भी जानते हैं इससे कोई हल नहीं होगा। वो ये दिखाना चाहते थे, देखिए हमें कम्युनिटी को किस तरह से दबा सकते हैं, हम लोगों को किस तरह से हरास कर सकते हैं, हम कितने शक्तिशाली हैं। जब ये सोच आ जाता है तो बहुत बुरा होता है, अच्छा नहीं होता है। अगर आप 2-4 मिनट वेट करें, ना करें, आपकी मर्जी है। मैं जरा पक्षियों को दाना डाला हूँ, सुबह हो गई है और 2 मिनट लगेंगे, अभी आता हूँ। और बेशक आप इंतजार करें, आपकी मर्जी में, तो 2-3 मिनट लगेंगे, आता हूँ। So I have fed some birds, which is very urgent now. It's early morning, it's around 5:45. So we continue what we were doing. I was just conferring with the people. Though I know many of you are not pleased with this talk, but it doesn't matter because I have to communicate what I wanted to communicate. I'm interested in what that country should move forward. We should move forward, but we are not moving forward. Don't expect positives from this time. Country is not going to give you positive anything. This is negative time, critical time. You have to understand that we have sent invitations virtually to Pakistan as well. That Pakistan is already our enemy. We consider that. Yes, that's right. Pakistan is our enemy, we say, and we think that we can defeat Pakistan in war. That's what our conceive is, our conception is. But we should not forget, war is always bad. It may be Pakistan or it may be Bharat. We are not that rich country that we can afford wars. Yes, we will spend money on that and get nothing. Pakistan shall also spend money, they get nothing. But they are interested in Kashmir, remember. They are interested in state of Kashmir, Jammu and Kashmir, what you call it, Jammu and Kashmir, JNK, whatever, they are interested in that. They are not interested in war. They shall go to any extent, they shall go to all extents to do how to capture, how to win this. And we have created a situation now in their favor, indirectly, that I don't understand, really I don't understand what calculation, what contemplation, and what design led this government to resort to this step. They just complicated a simple solution. They just complicated a good state of our affair. It was peaceful. Of course, there was terrorism somewhere here and then, it's all pending, but this is normal in such situation when there is. They want independence. Don't forget, Kashmiri people demand independence, and that demand has not gone. You can say void. They wanted. They have been behind Charter of Independence for long. It's not new. We know this. But it was suppressed. They were convinced to continue with us, and they continued with us either with positive attitude or negative attitude. But they continued with us. There was a mature government for so many decades. Those governments handled this situation rightly, but now this government has indented what was plain surface. This government indented because this government has quash attitude. This government, because PM himself said many times that he wants to break something. Means he is interested to break those things which are old. So he has broken 32, 370 is broken. It isn't broken. It's broken now. Means it is over. 370 doesn't apply. But this doesn't give an answer to our problem. Does it give an answer? The solution is over. We got solution. Is that? You think so? If you think so, you are mishandling this issue. You are mistaken. Government is already mishandling, and you are supporting this handling. And particularly those bhakts, I'm telling, open your mind. Don't believe in Prime Minister, and don't believe in President, and don't believe in anyone. Believe in yourself. These people are politicians. They are born politicians, and they cannot talk about public. They think that they have to stay in power, and they have been staying in power. And they shall continue to stay in power by hook or by crook, by EVM management or by something else, because people are sleeping. See, sleeping societies are compressed like this. We are always compressed like this, and we shall be compressed like that. We have to think for, again I'm telling you, we have to think for Bharat, not for Modi, not for President, not for Congress, not for someone else. We have to think for Bharat, India. We have to think for that, and until we think for that, just like people of Jammu and Kashmir think, oh, Kashmir. Now they have developed, must have changed their mind. 100% public from there shall be talking about Kashmir must be free. They would talk that. Because we have access, we have given them access to talk about this. They didn't talk this. All people never talked about this. Now everybody shall become Yasin Malik, believe me. Everybody shall become Mufta. Muhammad was the name, Muhammad Mufta. But Muhammad Mufta, Chief Minister, past Chief Minister. I cannot say this about Omar, but Omar and Farooq also would change now because they are also Kashmiris, and they have been again indented by this government in house arrest, which is actually wrong step. I don't accept this. Government has no right to do this, and Supreme Court is also not helping public. Supreme Court is helping government of this country, which is a really unpleasant situation. SC at least should have avoided this. SC should have taken this suo moto, just like it's duty of Supreme Court to protect public from violation of fundamental rights, but Supreme Court did not do its duty, unfortunately. On the first day itself, SCI should have taken suo moto and instructed government to lift curfew or lift this clampdown. But Supreme Court did not do that. What's the reason behind that? I don't know. Maybe Supreme Court is scared of government, or Supreme Court says why to take unnecessary headache, or what is this? When Supreme Court is not at this point, Supreme Court did not do this job. Just like a order issued yesterday about 12 years limitation of houses or properties, means if you have property for 12 years, a private property, and who is raising a question about your ownership, honor is not available there, honor somewhere else, and you are in 12 years you say you become owner of that, it means that is really nonsense. I don't know from where, which resources this the Supreme Court applied mind like this. This is unnatural justice. Means okay, there has some compulsion like I cannot sustain my property and I use it. I keep it either empty or I for means in good will or I give my friend or someone, and the friend stays there for many years. And in 12 years, friend says, "This is my property. This is not my. This is not a question that I understand. This is not this expression. I don't understand why on what basis." But Supreme Court has done that. This is a really unpleasant situation. Means I think there is a degradation of Supreme Court nowadays. Supreme Court is also on degrading path. Means just like government is on negative path, Supreme Court is also negative. Supreme Court is following footprints of government. I maybe this fear in Supreme Court is there is why to face the consequences like lawyers, justice lawyer. Nobody wants to face that consequence, and that could be reason for this. Really, it's very surprising to me at least that it has happened like that. It should happen like that. But I would again say I'm not criticizing someone, and you should not criticize. But justice is justice. For me, all such subjects, all citizens in this country are same, maybe Kashmiri or maybe Nagaland or maybe Delhi or maybe something. Those leaders who are not understanding the situation, I can say regret for those people, but I don't understand. I guess especially to those who are supporting Modi, I would say those people, please understand this issue. Modi is not solution for this country. You are solution of this country. If you talk in line of politician, you will not get anything. I have long, you can say, debates on internet, and I see people writing doing something that way, which is not correct one. Well, I will not take much of time now. I just close it now because I'll take this issue later on. Maybe I make another video regarding safety or something. I'll work on that, and we'll sit together and talk about this and about other lists. I will talk tomorrow about list of union I have talked, and about list of concurrent list and state list and other issues I'll take up tomorrow because that is very important to discuss. A lot of part of constitution I have covered. Of course, judiciary I did not take up because in corporate societies I did not take up because that's not very interesting topic, and it doesn't apply to you when judiciary is degrading itself. I'm really not happy that SC, which is temple, which was considered temple, has lost some years, it has gone in some darkness. And this SC is called, I can say that this SC is pro Modi SC and not public SC. The Supreme Court has become public. No, this is not public Supreme Court. This is Modi's Supreme Court because they have delivered some unjust order that let government take more time to lift curfew from Kashmir. This is tragic, really. If Supreme Court can indirectly say that kill them, let them be killed, let them die, let children suffer, let students suffer, let suffer, everybody suffer. Let them not even call directly from home. You go and stand in queue to call their relatives. This is not acceptable. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Supreme Court is not working for public. That's what I say. Sorry for that. Thank you very much. Jai Bharat, Jai Savidhaan, and Jai Savidhaan, Jai Bharat.